Hello everyone, and welcome back to Into the Radius. And I honestly have been looking forward to this ever since the last record session. This game has, even though I haven't really gotten into it yet, really stuck with me in a way that other VR games just haven't. I mean, being here in my room, getting all my gear together, it almost feels like the way I feel when I'm gearing up for an Urbex trip. Well, maybe it's not exactly like that, but you know what I mean? I'm just so here. I can't wait to see what's out there. I can talk back and forth about what I actually need to do and what I don't need to do, but at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to make me any better is experience. What the last time showed, and what my difficulties showed, is that I just need to get more comfortable with myself and more comfortable with what the zone has to offer. And that's how I'll become a true stalker. Now, how do I open this thing up? We can open it like that, insert shell, and insert shell. Haha. Maybe some things do come intuitively, and I bet we can stick these right there, yep. And that will give us a couple of reloads, but those are all the shells we have. I don't know if this thing has a safety or not, but I guess we'll find out in combat. Now, I believe two-handed weapons like this can probably be shouldered to our backpack like that, right? And then we can just grab them like that, yep. And this looks small enough to one hand. Now, at the end of the last part, we also got ourselves a new handgun, which is exceptionally useful to us because, as we saw, one of the biggest dangers is having low mag capacity. This carries about 10 more rounds, so it's definitely something we're going to want. Whoops. Actually, I just realized we do have more shotgun ammo. So how many more of these can we carry? I think 2, right? Yep, 2 more. And the rest will come with us. Actually, we have another one in there. I keep forgetting about these pockets. I really shouldn't be doing that. Oh, it'll just stay there. Huh. I couldn't get it working during the tutorial in the last part because I was assuming I would have to, like, crank it open. Alright, what do we have as far as missions? We actually don't have any priority missions. But let's see what some of these are. Since you possess sufficient knowledge of the rifts, you have been assigned a new mission. Locate and retrieve the broken shards produced by the rifts. Retrieve them before they get wiped by the tide. Okay, can I see it on the map first? And what are some of the other ones? Purpose of the new task shouldn't bother you. We're assigning you an urgent mission to retrieve the container lost in this area. Deliver it to the facility. I'm actually going to take this lesser one right now, only because I actually want to return to the depot from the previous episode and get that artifact. And as it happens, it's just a little bit farther beyond that. Now we are also going to have to eat this food because our stamina is very low. And, ooh. Oh, I'm actually interacting with the lid. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of cool. Use the knife to take out food pieces. Okay, well, instead of digging in my backpack, let's just, Ooh. This game is nuts. This game has a real way of making each outing feel like the start of an adventure. Or perhaps my last day on Earth. Huh. There's something over there. I think I actually spotted that little shack yesterday. But remember, enemies do respawn. They don't seem to be in the same spots, but we'll definitely want to keep on our toes. Sometimes the rotation of my carrier isn't exactly right, I've noticed. Now the other issue is we don't actually have a lot of ammo. We have I think we have 2 full magazines, and 1 magazine with only 2 bullets, so that's why we're really going to want to make this as quick as possible. and try and loot as much as we can so that we can buy more ammo. It looks like there might be some right there. A dirty old magazine. And more collectibles. Ammo? Ammo. Cleaner. And more buckshot, which I will happily accept. Now these hangar-like structures just up ahead should be the depot, which we didn't really get to explore in depth last time. And then just beyond that is our objective. Yep, of course there's enemies. We always want to remember to fully investigate a place before we start shooting, because as soon as we do, everything in the area is going to come looking for us. But the artifact we're looking for is inside that hangar. Actually, it would be a really good idea to have this knife someplace at the ready. Reason being, we can save ammo by destroying cores when they're vulnerable. I can't tell if those posts on the walls are enemies or not. I don't think so. All right, let's make our way up to the corner. I just love how delightfully tense this game is. I don't think that's the same enemy. I think, yep, that's a cop, and we'll want to actually take cover. We want to be closer to it when we engage, because it can do a lot of damage to us at this distance. It's going to be more accurate than we are, especially if we have tracking issues like this. That's a statue. I can hear footsteps. Is it hunting for me or no? Oh my god. Can it hear me there? Oh god, is this one of those games where they can hear your mic? I hope not. Okay, well, there's you. Okay, now you come running for me. I actually kind of want you to now. Why are you so much more horrifying than before? I was just starting to get confident. Oh, you'll even run for cover. But that's 2 down. I think there might be... Yep, there's 1 more. Anybody in there we won't be able to see without a flashlight. Okay, now, here's where we... Come on, your arm runs away from you when you reach. Okay. Good. That's one of my biggest complaints with this game right now is these arm slots. The way they run from you like that. Now, I did notice in the last part while editing that there are some notes that I missed, and I am going to want to go back and read them if I get the chance, including that one, and get your grenade. Oh, it's this stuff. But you will not go away, right? No, we need to keep our light down. Let's keep you at bay. I don't like how I can hear footsteps, but I have to keep my light pointed downward. Here it is. This is the stuff. This is what we do this for. I can almost feel it lapping at my feet. Is that the flashlight of someone who didn't make it quite as far as I did? I love this game so much. Those things mechanically are so good because they make the simple act of walking into a darkened room a nerve-wracking experience. Regular work time logging, 40 hours, 40 hours, 40 hours, 40 hours. 60, 40, 60. I kind of want to head back into here and see if there's anything I missed. Because I kind of rushed this place last time. But there's that grass again. Statues isn't appropriate. Ghosts, I'll call them. And don't think I haven't noticed how you can still hear the sounds of them going about their business. Can I hear you breathing? I don't know if you guys can even hear that, but now that I'm close and there's nothing else happening, it does almost sound like I can hear faint, raspy breaths from them. And if they're anything like Katya, well, maybe some part of them is still alive in there. I mean, it's not off the table. I see a shotgun shell with my name on it. Hated that sound! Hated it with quite a passion. Let's get out of here. Okay. From here, where do we need to go? Straight ahead, pretty much. See, the problem with these anomalies is that they actually obscure sound. Makes it so much harder to hear if there's anybody walking about. Oh, look at what happened here. It's almost like a wave rippled through the rail line and just stayed that way. With the ash falling, it's almost like being in some kind of snow globe. Every area we come across with all the ghosts and warped features, it's like everything's some kind of deliberate diorama almost. All made for the viewing pleasure of the radius itself. Alright, I think our objective is more over here, though I don't think it's the yard itself that we're looking for. But given that this is a location of interest, I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, there's something. 100% there's something. One of you, eh? Alright, get close. Good thing about you is you don't leave a core behind for me to worry about. If there were to ever be like a large swarm of those things, they would actually become really dangerous because it would be so much harder to put them down for good. Now, are we looking in this junk pile? No, just behind us. I guess we just follow this until... I guess it's like GPS located. Shows exactly where it is, not just the general area. I'm really nervous to be grabbing this stuff so close to all these anomalies without checking, but here we are. Supply container RPI-1, containing samples from the radius. Well, I guess we're finally doing our job of doing some scientific work. This looks like some kind of overlook. Well, that one ghost did talk about how this used to be a beautiful and green area at one point. I've still yet to learn just how long ago that point was. Yeah, it looks like it was a comfort spot for someone even after the end. Hello, what is this? RDG-2, cheap and simple white smoke grenade. Huh. Can maybe sell it at the very least. Ooh, smoke grenades and regular grenades. I think now would actually be a good time to start learning how to use these, considering I already have two. I don't know what they sell for, but probably not that much, right? Oh, before we try that, we should learn what all this stuff is. Soviet frag grenade for a launcher. I don't have anything like that yet, but potentially useful. And more of this stuff. Alright, now that those are all put away properly, we can begin our lessons. Okay, now I imagine what we have to do is probably pull the pin with trigger and then throw, right? Okay, this is now a live grenade, and hit. Whoa. That got some distance, but it is fairly intuitive. See, what is that I keep hearing around me? There's somebody down there. Is that a ghost, or... Nah, they'd be moving towards me if they were an enemy. I think this is probably the road that leads up towards the radius. Looks like there's some kind of military tower over there, but I don't think we're going to venture to that just yet. See, I'm curious, really curious, about this whole reset mechanic. Like, I get that all these things and all these enemies respawn, but just what happens to the people that come in here? Not the same thing, presumably. A flare... Could be useful if nightfall comes, if Darkwood is anything to go by. Because the one thing I know right now is that I need health, and I need weapons and ammo. Everything I do in this early game is going to be in the interest of gearing myself up. Like a true stalker. Like a true DayZ player. What time is it now? I actually should be heading back. These days do not last long at all. 4 rounds left in this mag. And there's definitely stuff I missed here the last time. I'm so immersed I can almost feel the bushes brushing at my arms as I scrape by. We didn't get in here last time. I don't know if my shooty buddy is still up there, though. I don't hear him. Ah, and there's another one of those weather things. We'll definitely want to grab that. And it looks like there's rooms even deeper still. What does that note say? Oops. Come on. Lost logs. The burned man. A sudden and intense silence fell in between myself and them. I tried to calm down and finally managed to reload and poked my head around the barrier, scanning the rooftop of the bunker the shooting had come from. As I focused on every detail in my surroundings, I heard something I hadn't expected. A low grumbling. Now is not the time for me to be reading spooky stories. Shotgun shells, sustenance, and a grenade. And somebody really hated that squirrel. Anything good here? I really need to invest in a headlamp. Ooh, what have we here? Ooh. Well, we've got a chest lamp at the very least. That's gonna come in handy right now. Thank you. This game is so cool. Have I said that enough times? Have I said enough times that I think this game is really, really cool? Somebody sneaking around? I just can't tell. Yeah, this thing certainly makes things atmospheric, doesn't it? A dead man's light scavenged from an abandoned building. Right next to the last records of someone who witnessed something horrific. Yep, here they come. If you're one of those... Yep, I was afraid you'd be one of those Invisiboys. See, the thing about you guys is you blend in with the sticks and the shadows. Now, I may be able to grab another artifact. No. It is not respawned, in fact, and what we need to do now is get out of here. It is getting dark, and I do not want to be out here after dark. See, the thing about No Man's Land is that it's a lot more terrifying going the other way. Knowing that you can't just back out if you don't feel confident. Because this is the way to safety. The only way out is through. I feel decently confident that I can navigate. But then again, I would right up until the last second. I've still yet to figure out what happens if you actually run into one of these things, but presumably it's not good. I'm under the assumption that it's instant death. Yeah, such is the way of the zone. Always strange to me how the time of day here doesn't seem to correspond to that of the zone. And just another of its anomalous properties, I suppose. I don't actually know if I still have to hold my hands up, but sooner or later I'm gonna forget and find out. Anyway, I have wares to sell. I really want to get more of these priority missions because I really need to upgrade my security clearance so that I can get some real, rifles and such. Have I got a delivery for you? Now, it seems like the way to grab the backpack and not the shotgun is to grab a little bit farther to the left. Yep, there you go. And we collect our $300. Basically enough for, one or two healing packs? We can give you one of these weather things, a couple of these smoke grenades, a flare. I'm not going to be using a lot of this stuff for the time being. Grenades. I am just loading you guys up. I'll keep one grenade, maybe. But other than that, that's 234. Wow, the reward for that quest was not even enough for one health pack. Yeah, I think we're definitely supposed to be chaining jobs together. And so tomorrow, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 2 jobs, I think. Let's just see what we have available to us. We got Courier number 3, In and Out number 1, and Paparazzi. Well, this one pays pretty well. And Paparazzi also pays decently well. The committee assigns you on a scouting mission. Deliver photographic evidence of the radius creatures. Note, photographical equipment is to be obtained in the science equipment section of the shop and submitted with the photographic evidence. We need photos of spawn and a fragment. Okay, but I don't even know what each of those is. Is there an index somewhere that I can look at? Maybe it's in my thing. Okay, so fragments are the basic ones. We actually should take a moment to read about these and learn what they are. Some say fragments are what the locals became after the Pechorsk anomaly had emerged. Others say they intruded from outside the radius. Anyway, fragments are slow and easy to shoot. Make sure you break their core, or they'll keep coming back to life over and over. Spawn. These are small, nimble, and gross. Would be no problem to take them out unless they were so fast. Yeah, I learned that. Mimics are a sorry excuse of people. Armed people ready to fight. They normally take up strategic positions. Ooh. So they actually do have some intelligence to them. They take up strategic positions all over the radius. Once they spot an explorer, They try to besiege and kill them with all kinds of firearms. Marksmen, which attack from high ground, protecting the rest of the squad. They can show up in squads? The closest thing we have to human enemies. Phantoms, delivering your heart attack fast and efficiently. These invisible creatures can easily sneak up on you to ruin your day. You better keep sharp and prick up your ears in case you hear their footsteps. You're much closer, so we can definitely take you. Purpose of the new task shouldn't bother you. We need to grab the container. Okay, just like before. And what about you? A new artifact inside an anomaly cluster. Okay, we are actually going to go take this job to get the broken shard. It pays decently. I think we can do it. It's not much farther than where we've been. But actually, it is over in the rail yard, I think, so maybe it'll be a little dangerous. Okay, just like before. And what about you? A new artifact inside an anomaly cluster. I can't actually get a gas mask yet because I don't have the necessary security clearance, so I'm going to leave that one. But the rest we're going to try and do tomorrow. I think the smartest thing to do is going to be to head for the rail yard first, which it's actually kind of good that we got to scout a route there, and then we'll head for the other ones. Photo trap? Wait, valuable equipment left behind by some either reckless or unfortunate explorer. They'd be willing to pay a lot to get it back. Well, it doesn't seem like I can actually use it, so let's see what it sells for. As long as it sells for at least 50, that's all the cameras go for in the shop. Here, take this. And I believe I have a shard in here somewhere. Is that what you guys are called? Yep. So we'll throw that in as well. That's worth $213. That alone is actually worth a good chunk of what else we found out there. You get in there. You get in there. Ah, that's better than the mission. Now let's buy that camera. Okay, now we're going to take a lot of that money, and we're going to buy the camera and a bunch of ammo. Yes, I'm sure, because we really need to fill these magazines up. Ooh. I can actually see through the viewfinder. I mean, I have no idea if you can with the stitching on the left side of the screen and me not actually being totally sure which eye it's recording out of. Yeah, I really wish this stuff was easier to do in VR, easier to record, but unfortunately the only way I could do that would mean cutting off literally like most of the field of view. But how do I actually take pictures with this? Click. Nope, it's a bad shot. Well, okay, I was looking forward to stretching my photography legs, but I guess you're gonna be an artiste about it. Maybe you only care about doing the scientific work. You're no fun, is what I'm saying. Okay. Getting up at 6 o'clock still leaves us a little bit on the darker side, but I think that should be okay. Things are considerably spookier even in this familiar territory, leaving in the dark like this. That purple glow of the early morning rather than the orange haze is somehow even more threatening. Actually, they're moving out there. Wait, are you one of the things I need? Can I track you down? I've got my shooter in one hand and my shooter in the other. All right, where were you? I know I saw somebody moving pretty quickly just now. Oh, what? You're just gone now? Come on, I know you're not disappearing that easily. I've always had to... There you are. You're what I need, you're what I need, you're what I need. I've only seen one of you so far. Should be penned in, right? Oh, there's one of you as well. Come on. Nice shot. Okay, we got you, which means we no longer need you. I have no idea how to... I have no idea how to stop you from hitting me. Now you. Come on. Nice shot. Okay, we got you both. You know what that means? You're done. Please, let me get the stuff on my own arm. Please, for the love of God. Thank you. Oh, there's another one of our dudes. You're close to home. Well, I guess I'm not going to be fulfilling these objectives last. Maybe I should cut my losses and just head back now while I can. But then again, I'm in the zone. Both literally and figuratively. When I'm here, I feel like I want to spend the whole day. Like I want to get out every last bit that I can. I'm literally carrying 2 objectives on me. But I still think we can come back with a 3rd. Yeah, according to this journal, we got him. So let's go, shall we? I'm not too worried. This game so far, from what I've seen, appears to be fairly generous with the autosaves, like probably every 5 minutes or so. If we follow these rail lines, it should actually take us straight into the back. There's an enemy over there I have no interest in dealing with. I do have 2 full mags, and I think I might have a little bit more ammo in my bag. Oh, I see you sneaking up. Yeah, don't think I don't. But that's gonna get the other guy's attention too, won't it? I love it when you pop like that in one shot. It's so satisfying. But now you're coming for me. I wonder if I can outrun those guys. Like, as long as my business isn't in this general area, maybe I'll be okay. Maybe if I break line of sight, that'll do something, or maybe once they're locked on, they're on the hunt for life. Which, if I have anything to say about it, is not going to be a particularly long time. Now there's an image for you. And here's a shooty, yep. You always know when they come running in. I think it's better, use my ready or not experience, I think it's better if we let you come to me. Assuming these tracking issues stop at some point. Because learn from before, I'm not going to do too well if I try to snipe with this pistol. But you're actually pretty intelligently holding your position. No, I'm stuck inside the tree. I'm stuck inside the tree. No, you're gonna break it. You do have to reload. Come on, you come to me. Safer if you come to me. Unless, of course, I can't see you moving in the bushes like that. Gotcha. Ah, that wasn't even you. Alright, I need you to reposition. Ah, you're in shadow right now. I can't tell if I'm even hitting you right now. And you're not getting closer.
Is Max coming out to play?
Okay, let's take this healing item, however we use it. Where are you? That gave me a little bit. There you are. I just can't seem to hit anything at this distance. I need you to get closer. Oh, this thing is actually great. Presumably it'll run out at a certain point. But I need to find me more of these. Yes, that's right. Get close. I need to move up. That's my only hope. I need to move up. finally. That was a lot of that second mag, meaning we don't actually have that much left. Do you drop anything? Oh, look at you, just a dead, misshapen remnant of a former protector on a dusty field amid the fog. If that's not emblematic of everything the Radius is, I don't know what is. Okay, there should be a building up ahead. That's gotta be it. Who knows what we're gonna find inside, though. Oh, look. Oh, no, you're not ghosts! You're not ghosts! Well, I suppose you kind of are. This is the last thing I need right now. The other one, not a priority, but the shooter, big priority. He might be stuck up there, though, on top of that train car. Maybe if I can run down into the ditch, maybe it won't be able to get an angle on me? Alright, just gotta run for it. Come on, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Yep, you're gonna take your shots. Head down. Just run on up. That other one's probably going to be walking towards me, but that's probably okay. Oh man, this is... You know, doing this in VR, it's actually really making me think about survival as opposed to just getting it done. It's something else when you're the one huddling behind cover, when you can really almost feel the bullets whizzing past your head. Another one of those places where sound design does wonders, because sound design is actually... I feel like even more than graphics, sound design is the closest thing to actually being able to feel it. Okay. Can I get an angle on that guy from here? Yeah, probably not. Now would actually be a decent time to test out our shotgun. Alright, come on. You're just completely gone. I can see the cop up there. Maybe we can do an assassination? Yeah, how does it feel? There's another spawn up on that hill, so we're not going back that way, that's for sure. But it sounds like there's something else around here. Not a ton of ammo left. 3, maybe 4 bullets. We gotta get inside or on top of this building, whichever it wants us to do. And I suppose we'll do some scavenging while we're at it. But then again, that kind of thing is always the death of me. I know how little ammo I have. Do we break in? Do I have to shoot the padlock, or is it something else? Well, the pragmatist in me is saying grab the flashlight, but the horror YouTuber in me is saying use this thing. Why are you green now? Oh, great, huh? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but my own hand is casting a shadow. I honestly thought that was the door closing behind me. There's an anomaly detector. Maybe we can sell it. Yeah, never mind my infinite pockets. I went to Old Navy and got some cargo shorts before all this, don't mind me. I definitely think there's something else moving around outside, though. We want to find this thing quick and get out of here. Another flare. That looks important. Ooh, and some ammo. Is it the kind we need? Come on. It actually is. Excellent, excellent. So we can reload here. That will extend our trip some. Now, what have you got for me? That's a lot of stuff. All right, we're going to be here a little bit. Another of these weather things. Sure, why not? Free money for me. I really, really hate hearing that in the dark, of all places. I hope you're not another cop. I'm hoping that, in general, when I explore places like this. Okay, so, all that looting aside, what we're really supposed to be doing here is finding that so-called special rift. But I don't know what a special rift is going to look like, or what I'm even supposed to do once I find it. I mean, destroy it, I suppose. These things will always jump scare me. And you're back. That's awesome for me. You're definitely about to spot me, yep. Gotta stay behind this thing. Actually, if we stay on the stairs, maybe we can stay out of your view? Maybe get a view while we're at it. Yep. Want to get as close as possible, and then just light you up. One behind here. Let you fire your burst, and... and away you go. Enjoying the view, friend? Oh, we can still hear the sounds of trains rolling beneath the bridge. Okay, we need that. You as well? We're seeing this now from up here, and it doesn't look like what we're looking for is up on the roof. That's kind of cool. We can actually tap our watch to see in the dark. But time is running short, and that guy is back again. So I think we have to just keep looking around and see. I actually Googled it, like, what is this special rift supposed to look like? And some people said that it doesn't always spawn where it says on the map. So maybe we'll just look around the rest of this place. We were gonna have to anyway eventually. Maybe that sound is a good sign? Bathroom stalls freak me out so much when everything is properly to scale. But that sound definitely sounds significant. I don't know what you guys are. Kind of an irony, isn't there, at all these clocks still keeping time, even as time is simultaneously frozen and constantly resetting. I just don't want to be caught out after dark, so that's why time is on my mind. Oh, should really look where I'm going. More stuff. I don't have time, though. I just really don't have time. Ooh, a tape. Okay, we can listen to that later. Is it you? Well, there is my detector going off, so guess it's gotta be, right? What actually happens if I... That's the wrong thing, but also kind of appropriate. Screw it, let's do it this way. Alright, come on, you. You have to be what I'm looking for, right? The broken shard. It has no practical use, but highly valued by the UNPSC. Well, you're what we're here for. And I think I'm ready to call it a day. That's the trick. When you're exposed, you've got to be moving. And when you can't move, you got to be in cover. Once more, get above him. Now he'll probably try to run up, and if he doesn't, I'm in actually kind of some trouble. Well, since you don't want to play, maybe we can come to you? One more you won't hurt. It's a good thing these things don't actually clip into each other, or I would be useless in this game. Gotta have a stalker snack. This looks actually quite delicious. Dried fruit. Oh, shut up, you! It's not like you've got anywhere to be in any big hurry. I'm actually wearing out my knife just eating food. Actually... I'm actually coming to a horrifying thought. Should I really be eating this with the same knife that I've been using to stab those cores to death? Answer, I'm sure it's fine. It took a while, but I think I am starting to get a feel for this. Just like anything, you have to realize that everything comes down to basic mechanics. It's not about trying to reinvent the wheel every single time. It's about learning that there is an intended way to deal with everything, and just doing that. Once you can figure that out, everything becomes easy. Everything becomes instinct. And that's how you become a true stalker. Yeah, for example, the more time you spend here, the more you kind of learn the lay of the land. And I've just realized if you just follow these tracks, it'll actually kind of take you around no man's land. Actually make it so that it's fairly easy to get through to where you're going. Someday not too long from now, maybe not quite yet, but someday, I'm gonna come out here at night on purpose. Maybe I'll stay out a little late and make my way back in the dark just to see what it's like. Just to find out if it is actually survivable. I mean, it certainly feels really intimidating, but maybe it is doable. I come bearing so much stuff you really wouldn't believe. We actually completed 3 missions on that trip, in addition to all the extra scavenging that we did, which is actually enough to supply us for a long time. So let's start with paparazzi, the one that I was so unsure of actually doing. Come on. Come on. There are downsides to the hyperspace pocket. Drop you in there. And there's our reward. Now, oh, nope, no upgrades. We want to deliver. Now we want that shard. In you go. Oops. And that's that. And finally, this thing. Oh yeah, we are making ourselves way useful today. Doing all kinds of science and deliveries. And I think my hand's starting to feel the effects of eating those goop cores. Now that's a lot from the scavengeables, but what will you give me for this? Not a whole lot. Maybe we'd be better off just keeping it, save it for later. Yeah, it's only worth $3 for a grenade. Oh, according to this, we can also sell our empty ammo boxes for $3 a piece. Well, we end up with tons of those back at base, so we might as well. There we are. And we are moving on up. Sorry if these videos end up being a little bit shorter than the parts of most series. I find that VR is actually quite tiring to play for extended periods, so I'm probably going to shoot for record sessions of an hour and a half. Yeah, somebody just left this can out in the open. It seems like anything anybody leaves around base is just for keeps, which is kind of funny. But we end where we began, back at base, reloading, rearming, and getting ready to step back into the zone once more. Only this time, I feel like we find ourselves in a much more optimistic place than we did before. I'm sure that'll all get thrown on its head. I'm sure there's still many, many more surprises in the zone, given that we're probably in what's basically the tutorial area still. But I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to be quicker on my feet when it comes to the inventory. I'm starting to be, well, just more knowledgeable when it comes to how to deal with these threats, more confident in engaging them. More importantly, though, I've got that exploring bug. I've gotten a taste of what there is hidden out there, what there is to find, and I can't wait to see more. The only thing on my mind right now is just seeing what the zone has to offer, what it has to teach me. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a very interesting series. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will be in the description. Shut up, door. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.